Hello, Steve Mills here, and welcome to the Results Podcast. If this is the first time you've been here, then it's great to have you. And if you're a returning delegate, or what do you call you? I don't know. A listener, then, a regular listener, then welcome. It's great to have you here. So today I wanted to talk to you about funnels. We've all heard for many, many years about, you've got to have a good sales funnel. This is going back 20, 30, 50, perhaps 100 years. Who knows how long that term has been around. But more recently, I think there's been this concept of online funnels. They could be a sales funnel. It could be an ebook funnel, a webinar funnel, a communications funnel, all different types of funnels. And what funnels are basically is a way of keeping in touch on a regular basis. And what that enables us to do, I think, is to build relationships. And that's really, really important, I think. Back when I started out in marketing 25 years ago, there were ways of marketing that, whilst they're not gone, sending out letters through the post and, advertising in magazines and things, they're still around. But the whole world has changed significantly through the last 25 years. In fact, it almost feels as though the marketing world changes every 25 minutes, let alone about 25 years. So that said, let me just tell you a little bit about the idea of a funnel. The idea of a funnel basically is that you spend either money or time driving people to normally a web page, a landing page, or sometimes known as a squeeze page, where you're going to get people, let's say, for example, coming from Facebook advertising or Google advertising, or perhaps from a post that you delivered on LinkedIn. They arrive on this landing page or squeeze page, and the objective of that is to get them into the funnel. So it might be, for example, on a squeeze page, I offer something. It could be like a mini course, it could be an ebook, it could be attendance on my webinar, but I give people something in exchange for their contact details, because to attend the webinar you've got to give your name and email address and probably telephone number and so on. What that enables me to do is to start them down the path of communicating. Now, this is really important because, very, very rarely, unless we're just selling commodities, is somebody going to go to a website, for example, and just buy, particularly if that's selling, multiple hundreds or even thousands of pound product. Often we want to build that relationship, and that's really what funnels are about. So let's say you come to my page, you look at it, and you sign up for something. What happens then? Well, that gets you into my system, and then automatically my funnel kicks into action. So it could be that it sends you a copy of the ebook, let's say, or a link to the webinar, so you can join it. It then follows up with that automatically. It sends you perhaps an email, or it maybe tells me to send to pick up the phone and call you, or send you a letter, or send you a gift perhaps. It then, dependent on, and this is the clever bit, dependent on what happens, it has if-then buttons. So let's say, for example, it was a webinar, and I sent you a link to the webinar, and then a little while later I sent you a reminder that you're going to attend tomorrow. And then let's say you attend the webinar, and you, as a result of that, you buy my special deal that I'm perhaps offering on the webinar. As soon as you sign up for that, it recognizes that that's come from the webinar, and it will follow up with perhaps another offer. So let's say you click on this great offer that I've just made, and then when you press pay, and you just paid, you put your credit card in, it automatically sends you to another page where I'm offering something else. Perhaps I'm offering an upsell, a different product, a bigger, better alternative, perhaps a package where, instead of just buying that one thing from me, you maybe buy 2 or 3 different things. It might be that, you buy, let's say, for me, it could be an online video-based training program that, it doesn't cost you a fortune. But then I offer a free one-to-one meeting. I was talking to, not actually talking to, but talking to one of his colleagues, a guy called Ted McGrath. I was talking to one of his colleagues recently, and he was telling me that what they do with their funnel is they drive traffic via Facebook and YouTube advertising into a funnel, offering a sort of $500 program for something like, I think it's $20. So he's giving people an absolute fantastic deal. So a lot of people are signing up. And when I say a lot, he was telling me he's made $1.2 million from doing that. So, not enough to live on, but that's not a bad start. So he's basically got 68,000 people to spend $20. And then out of those 68,000 people who've all seen his follow-up invite to a one-to-one meeting, then he's got 1 in 10. I think it was 1 in 10, 1 in 8. Might have been 1 in 8. 1 in 8 of those people bought his $2,000 program. So you've got 68,000 people giving him $20. And then 1 in 8 of those giving him a further $2,000. So you can see the value here by nurturing and building that relationship. So if you need any help with that, or you'd like to have a conversation, then I'd like to make my offer, and that is to book a free one-to-one meeting with me. And if you, in that meeting, say you'd really like to talk about building channels, sales channels, and so on and so forth, then very happy to discuss that with you, provide you with some advice and help in doing so. So if you want to do that, simply go to steve-mills.com and look forward to speaking to you there. If you want to go there, book a free meeting. It's one of the gold buttons. If you just click on that, you'll be able to do so. So thanks very much for listening.